Scorpio, stop, breathe. This is the reading you have been avoiding and craving at the same time. Someone younger is thinking about you right now, not casually. Not as a passing thought, they are lying awake, turning your name over in their mind like a prayer they haven't finished saying. And here is the part that's going to make your chest tighten. You have been telling yourself it cannot work. You have been building walls made of numbers, made of years, made of what other people would say. But this person, they looked at your soul before they ever looked at your age, and what they saw made everything else irrelevant. So before I pull the next card and show you exactly what they are preparing to say to you, I need you to do one small thing. Drop in the comments right now. Where are you watching from? What city? What country? Let me feel your energy in this space. And if this already resonates, hit subscribe on Trusted Tarot. Because what is unfolding for you in the next few weeks is not something you want to miss. Now stay. Do not click away. The cards are already speaking. Scorpio, listen to me very carefully. You were not supposed to scroll past this. You were not supposed to keep walking, keep swiping, keep pretending that the pull you felt in your chest 3 seconds ago was nothing. It was not nothing. It was your spirit recognizing its own frequency in this moment, in this voice, in this exact alignment of time. 14th of August, 2026. The energy around you right now is not random. It is ripened. It is ready. And the fact that you are here, hearing these words, means something inside you finally gave permission to receive what has been trying to reach you for weeks. Maybe months. You felt it, didn't you? That strange restlessness that has been living under your skinches, not anxiety exactly. Something warmer than that. Something electric. Like your body knows a secret your mind has not been allowed to process yet. You have been waking up just slightly earlier than usual. Not with panic, with anticipation. Like something is about to shift and your cells are rearranging themselves to be ready for it. Maybe you have been checking your phone more often than you want to admit, not because you are desperate, but because something in your gut keeps whispering, soon, soon. It is coming soon, and you cannot explain what it is, but the feeling will not leave you alone. And then there is the tightness, that flutter right behind your sternum when a certain name crosses your mind. When a certain face appears in your memory uninvited, you have been trying to rationalize it. You have been telling yourself you are projecting, that you are reading too much into a glance, message, silence that lasted one day too long. But Scorpio, I need you to hear me. You are not projecting. You are receiving your intuition, that ancient, bone-deep knowing that has kept you alive through every storm you have ever walked through. It is not lying to you right now. Something is moving toward you. Someone is moving toward you, and the energy they carry is not hesitant. It is not casual. It is deliberate. It is warm, and it is younger than you expected. Now I want to talk about the dreams, because I know you have been having them. Not every night, but enough. You close your eyes and suddenly you are in a room you do not recognize, or maybe you do and someone is there. You cannot always see their face clearly, but you feel them, you feel their warmth. You feel the specific gravity of their attention on you, like sunlight that has chosen you and only you in a crowded field. Sometimes in the dream they say something, and you wake up before you can hear the full sentence. But the feeling lingers, that golden, aching feeling that someone is reaching for you across a distance that is closing. And then during the day, the intrusive thoughts come, not painful ones, tender ones. You will be washing dishes or driving or staring at a screen, and suddenly their voice plays in your memory. Their laugh, the way they tilted their head the last time you spoke, and you push it away because you have decided it is not allowed. Because of the years between you, because of what it would mean, because of every voice in your past that told you who you were allowed to want and who was allowed to want you. But here is what the cards are showing me, Scorpio, and I need you to let this land before we go deeper. This person, this younger soul who has been orbiting your energy, they are not confused. They are not going through a phase. They are not looking for a parent figure or a temporary comfort. They saw you, the real you. The you that exists underneath the armor you built after the last person who was supposed to stay decided to leave. They saw the depth in you that terrifies most people, and instead of stepping back, they stepped closer. And the age, the number, the years that you have been using as a shield and a cage simultaneously. This person looked at all of that and said, internally, quietly, firmly, I do not care, not because they are naive, but because what they felt when they were near you made every earthly measurement irrelevant. And I know that is hard to believe. I know because you have been hurt by people who said the right words and meant none of them. You have been burned by connections that started with fire and ended with silence. You have given your loyalty, your depth, your sacred Scorpio devotion to people who treated it like it was too much, too heavy, too intense. And somewhere along the way, you started believing that maybe you were too much, that maybe the right person would find your depth exhausting, that maybe love, real love, the kind that stays, was not going to come in the form you needed. And then this person arrived, younger, brighter in some ways, unburdened by the specific history that weighs on your shoulders, and they looked at you and did not flinch. They did not ask you to be smaller. They did not check a calendar before deciding you were worth wanting. But Scorpio, and this is important, you have not fully let yourself receive them yet. Have you? You have been holding the door open just a crack, peeking through, wanting so badly to let them in, but keeping one hand on the lock because what if they leave? What if this is another lesson dressed up as a blessing? What if you open fully and they realize the age gap matters after all? What if the world whispers and their resolve cracks? So you wait, you test, you pull back to see if they follow. You go quiet to see if they reach inches end. They have been reaching inches, they have been patient in a way that surprised you. But I can feel in the cards that their patience is shifting now, not into frustration, into readiness, into a decision that has been forming in their chest for weeks and is about to become words, about to become action, about to become something you can no longer pretend is not happening. And before I tell you exactly what that action is, before I show you the specific message that is forming, the specific timing, the specific words they are rehearsing in the quiet hours of their night, I need you to understand the context. Because if I give you the reveal without the foundation, you will hear it through the filter of your old wounds. You will hear it through the voice of every person who left, and you will miss the truth of it. So I need you to stay with me. I need you to keep breathing. I need you to let the next layer of this reading wash over you without armor. Because what is coming is not a trick. It is not a test. It is an offering. And you deserve to receive it with open hands if this is resonating. If something in your body just softened, if your shoulders just dropped half an inch without you noticing, I want to invite you to make this space yours. Subscribe to Trusted Tarot, not because I need the number, but because you deserve a place where your intuition is honored, where your depth is celebrated, where you do not have to explain why you feel things so intensely. This is your sanctuary. And if someone in your life, friend, a sister, fellow Scorpio, needs to hear this tonight, share this with them. Let the energy multiply. Let the healing spread. You are not alone in this. You were never meant to walk this particular stretch of road without witness. Now, take a breath with me, in through the nose, hold it, let it out slow. Because the next part of this reading is where the veil thins. This is where the cards stop speaking in metaphor and start speaking in specifics. And I need you present. I need you here. I need you willing to believe that what you have been hoping for in the quietest, most protected corner of your heart is not delusion. It is direction. It is alignment. It is the universe saying, yes, Scorpio, yes. This time it is real. This time they are not looking at your years. They are looking at your fire, and they are not afraid of it. They are walking toward it, and they are almost close enough to touch. Scorpio, I want you to hear what is happening inside them right now. Not what they are showing you, not the careful text, the measured tone, the way they hold themselves just slightly back because they are terrified of scaring you away. I want to tell you what is happening underneath all of that. Because the cards are showing me a young soul who has been in a private war with themselves. Not about you. About timing. About whether they had earned the right to say what they feel. About whether you would hear them clearly or whether you would look at them and see only the years they have not lived yet. And that fear, Scorpio, that quiet, gnawing fear of being dismissed because of their age, it mirrors your fear of being dismissed because of yours. Do you see that? You are both standing on opposite sides of the same wound, convinced the other one will be the one to say it does not matter. And neither of you has fully said it yet. Not out loud. Not in a way that cannot be taken back. But something shifted in them recently. I am seeing a specific night, maybe 3, maybe 4 weeks ago, where they lay awake and replayed a moment with you. A small moment, nothing dramatic. Maybe the way you laughed at something they said. Maybe the way you went quiet and looked at them with that Scorpio gaze that sees through every performance, every mask, every carefully constructed version of a person. And in that replay, something cracked open in their chest. Not painfully, beautifully, like a seed that has been underground for a long season finally feeling the warmth it needs to split open. And they thought, I want this, not the idea of this, not the fantasy, this, the real, complicated, deep, sometimes overwhelming reality of you. And they did not think about your age in that moment. They thought about your hands, your voice, the way you make them feel like they are being truly seen for the first time in their life. And that, Scorpio, is not something a number can undo. Now, here is where I need you to stay with me, because this next part is delicate. You have been doing something, and I say this with love, with tenderness, with zero judgment. You have been editing yourself around them, shrinking your intensity, softening your edges, pretending you do not notice them the way you do, because you decided in advance that it is not allowed, that the world would look at the two of you and reduce everything sacred between you to a calculation. A subtraction problem. You minus their years equals judgment, and you have been protecting yourself from that judgment by never fully stepping into what is already here, by keeping one foot out the door, by telling yourself, I will feel it fully only if they make the first move, only if they prove it, only if they say it in a way that leaves no room for me to doubt. And Scorpio, they are trying. God, they are trying. But your silence has been reading as rejection to them. Your careful distance has been reading as a closed door. And they are gathering the last scraps of their courage right now, in this very week, to walk up to that door and knock. Not gently, not tentatively, with their whole hand, with their whole chest. And I want to address something that has been sitting heavy in your energy: the exhaustion, the bone-deep tiredness of hoping and being disappointed, of opening a little and then having to close again. You have been so tired, Scorpio, not just physically, spiritually, tired of being the one who feels everything at full volume in a world that rewards numbness. Tired of being told your depth is too much, your loyalty is too heavy, your love is too consuming. Tired of giving your whole heart to people who treated it like a convenience. And then this person arrives, younger, unburdened by the specific scars you carry, and they want all of it: the depth, the fire, the silence, the storm. They want the version of you that you have been hiding because you were told it was too intense. And part of you, the oldest, most wounded part, whispers, what if they leave too? What if this is just another beautiful beginning that ends with you picking up your own pieces alone? I hear that fear. I honor it. It kept you safe when you needed safety. But Scorpio, it is no longer serving you, it is costing you. And here is the turn. Here is the part where the energy shifts from waiting to arriving. Because the cards are showing me that this younger soul is not in the dreaming phase anymore. They are in the doing phase. Something has crystallized in them. A decision, a sentence, a specific action they are preparing to take, and it is not vague. It is not maybe. It is not a half step or a test to see how you react. It is a full, deliberate, vulnerable move toward you. And it is coming within a window that is closer than you think. I am not going to tell you exactly what it is yet. Not because I am withholding, but because I need you to understand the foundation before I hand you the revelation. Because if I tell you what is coming and you receive it through the lens of your old fear, you will deflect it. You will say, no, not really. They do not mean it. It is too good. It is too soon. It is not allowed. And I will not let you do that, not this time. Not with this. You have earned this arrival. You have sat in enough darkness to last several lifetimes. And the light that is walking toward you now does not care how many years you have lived. It only cares that you are here, that you are real, that your heart, despite everything, still knows how to beat faster when the right person enters the room. So I need you to do something for me before we go further. I need you to place your hand over your heart, right now. Press your palm flat against your chest and feel the rhythm underneath. That steady, stubborn, persistent rhythm that has carried you through every heartbreak, every betrayal, every silent night where you thought maybe you were meant to walk this life without the love you actually deserved. Feel it? That is not just biology. That is proof. Proof that you are still here, that you did not let them extinguish you, that your fire, your sacred Scorpio fire, is still burning even if you have been pretending it is only embers. And someone is coming to warm their hands at that fire. Someone younger, someone unafraid, someone who looked at the calendar and said, irrelevant, looked at the world's opinion and said, irrelevant, looked at you and said, yes, only yes. And the timing, Scorpio, the timing is not accidental. This is not random. The 14th of August 2026 carries a very specific energetic signature. The silence between you and this person has been a gestation period. Not a punishment, not abandonment. A growing. They needed the distance to understand what you meant to them. You needed the distance to stop performing, stop shrinking, stop deciding for them what they were allowed to feel. And now the distance has done its work. The fruit is ripe. The words are ready. And the window is opening in a way that will not stay open indefinitely. not because it is a threat, but because energy this aligned, this specific, this rare, moves when it moves. And you must be ready to receive it without flinching, without deflecting, without saying, I will believe it when I see it, and then seeing it and still not believing it. You must be ready to say yes back, to meet their courage with yours, to let yourself be wanted without a single condition attached to your age, your history, your depth. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to be wanted without apology? Because that is what is coming. And it is closer than you think, much closer. And the next part of this reading is where I show you exactly how it arrives, the form it takes, the words attached to it, the moment that changes everything. But you have to stay, you have to keep breathing. You have to keep your hand on your heart and trust that what the universe is delivering to you now is not a trick. It is a homecoming. And homecomings do not check your birth certificate before they let you through the door. Scorpio, here it is. I am going to show you what the cards are laying down in front of me, and I need you to hear it without armor, without the reflex to protect yourself from hope. Because what is coming is not a maybe. It is not a half-hearted gesture. It is not a breadcrumb tossed in your direction to keep you waiting. This younger soul, this person who has been circling your energy with a patience that surprised even them, they are going to break the silence. And they are going to break it directly. I am seeing a message, a real one, not a reaction to a story, not a like on a photo, not some small, deniable digital tap on the shoulder. A message with words, full sentences, the kind they typed and deleted 4 times before finally pressing send because their hands were shaking. And in that message, Scorpio, they are going to say the thing you have been starving to hear. They are going to say, I see you, not a version of you, not a convenient version, all of you, the years, the depth, the intensity, the scars you do not show anyone, and they are going to say, I want that, I want all of that. And the number of years between us is the least interesting thing about what I feel when I am near you. And it might not come as a text. I want to be open to what the cards are showing. It could come as a voice message, and you will hear the slight tremor in their voice, the way they exhale before they start speaking, because they needed to steady themselves. It could come as a phone call, unexpected, at an hour when the world is quiet and there is nothing left to perform for. It could come face to face, where they finally close the physical distance and stand in front of you and say it with their eyes before their mouth catches up. However it arrives, the content is the same. The truth is the same. They are done pretending this is casual. They are done letting your age be an invisible wall between you that neither of you built, but both of you have been politely not walking through. They are walking through it, and they are asking you, with their whole chest, to meet them on the other side. Now, and this is the part where I must speak to you with the firmness of someone who loves you, you are going to feel the urge to test this. I know you. You are Scorpio. Your survival instinct is ancient, and it does not trust easily, and it does not trust quickly. And the moment this message lands, the moment you read those words or hear that voice, part of you is going to whisper, prove it, wait. Do not respond right away. Make them wait the way you waited. Make them earn it the way you had to earn every scrap of love in your past. And I am begging you, Scorpio, do not do that, not this time. Not with this one, because the urge to test is not wisdom right now. It is the old wound speaking. It is the voice of every person who left you on read, who said they would call and did not, who whispered beautiful things at midnight and vanished by morning. That voice kept you safe once. I honor it. But if you let it drive this moment, you will push away the one person who was not trying to hurt you. You will punish them for someone else's abandonment. And they will not understand why the door they finally worked up the courage to knock on has been shut in their face. And they will walk away. And you will stand in the silence you created and call it proof that love never stays. And it will not be proof, it will be a choice. A choice made by the wounded part of you instead of the whole part. So pause, breathe, read the message, let it land. Let yourself feel it without immediately building the defense. And then respond, not with a wall, not with a test, with your truth, which is, I have been waiting for you to say that, and I am glad you did. And I want to speak to the specific fear underneath all of this. The one you do not say out loud, because saying it makes it feel pathetic. The fear that they will change their mind. That today they say the age does not matter. And next month they meet someone their own age and the novelty of you fades. That this is a season for them, not a lifetime. And Scorpio, I cannot promise you the future. No honest reader can. No one holding cards or channeling spirit can hand you contracts signed in eternity. But I can tell you what the energy shows me right now. And right now, this person is not in a season. They are in a choosing, a deliberate, conscious, eyes open choosing. They know what they are walking into. They know you are not simple. They know you will not be a light, easy, undemanding love. They know you will ask for truth and loyalty and presence in ways that might terrify them. And they are choosing it anyway, not despite the depth. Because of it, because they have been surrounded by surface their whole young life, and your depth feels like oxygen to them, like the first real breath after years of breathing recycled air. And here is what else the cards show me. Because this reading is not only about romance. This energy, this arrival, this younger person walking toward you with their heart in their open hands, it is going to unlock something in you that extends beyond the relationship. Your creativity, your sense of possibility, your career, your money, your spiritual walk. Because you have been operating from a frequency of limitation. Of I am too old, I am too late, I missed my window, the best part is behind me. And this person, by looking at you and saying, no, you are exactly in your moment. I want you right here, right now, exactly as you are, they are going to shatter that false narrative. And when it shatters, Scorpio, you are going to remember that your power was never tied to a number. Your magnetism, your brilliance, your capacity to build wealth, to create art, to walk your spiritual path with fire and conviction, none of it expires. None of it has an expiration date. And this love, this unexpected, age-defying, world-defying love, is going to remind you of that in a way nothing else could. Because it will prove to you, in the most intimate way possible, that you are not past your prime. You are entering it, so when the message comes, and it is coming, do not minimize yourself. Do not say, are you sure I am older? This might not make sense. Do not give them an exit ramp they did not ask for. They have already walked the road. They are at your door. Let them inches make them tea. Sit with them. Look at them. Let them see you without the performance, without the guard, without the carefully curated version you show the world. Let them see the real Scorpio, the one who cries at unexpected kindness, the one who remembers every detail, the one who loves so fiercely it sometimes frightens even them. Let them see all of it, and let them stay. Because they are going to want to stay, and this time, Scorpio, you do not have to earn it, you do not have to prove you are worthy of being chosen, you just have to be here, breathing, present, willing, and say yes. Take a breath with me now, in deep. Fill your lungs like you are filling a room with light, and out slow. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let the hand on your heart press a little firmer, because you need to feel the truth of what I just told you settle into your bones. This is real. This is not fantasy. This is not wishful thinking dressed up in tarot imagery. This is a specific, living, breathing human being who is preparing to hand you their heart and ask if you will hold it. And you will. God, you will. Because that is what you do. You hold, you stay. You love with a ferocity that most people only read about in stories. And now, finally, someone is coming who wants to be held by you, who wants to be loved by you, without conditions, without calculations, without checking the calendar first, just you. As you are right now, in this year, in this body, in this beautiful, complicated, powerful season of your life, and the timing is sacred. You did not miss this. You did not almost lose it. You did not arrive too late or wait too long or heal too slowly. The silence was necessary. The distance was holy. Every day you spent waiting, wondering, aching was a day that was building the foundation for this moment. You were not stagnant, you were gestating, and now the gestation is complete. And what is being born is not small, it is not temporary. It is the thing you prayed for in the dark, the thing you stopped believing was possible because believing felt too dangerous. It is possible, it is here. It is walking toward you with young eyes and an old soul and a heart that has decided, firmly, irrevocably, that you are the one. And the age between you is not a gap, it is a bridge, and they are already halfway across it. And they are not turning back, Scorpio. Come here, come closer. I want to speak to the part of you that has been holding its breath this entire reading. The part that is listening and hoping and also bracing. Because I know you. I know that even now, even after everything I have shown you, there is a small, quiet voice in the back of your mind whispering, what if it still does not come? What if I believe this and then the phone stays silent? What if I let myself feel this hope and it is just another thing I have to grieve later? And I want to sit with that fear for a moment. I do not want to bulldoze it with positivity. I do not want to tell you it will be fine and move on. I want to look at it gently and say, I see you. You have been carrying this fear for so long. You have been carrying the memory of every promise that dissolved, every person who said forever and meant until it was inconvenient. Every morning you woke up reaching for someone who was no longer there. and you built a life around the absence. You made the empty space beside you into a kind of identity. I am the one who waits. I am the one who loves too hard and gets left anyway. I am the one who is too much for most people and not enough for the right ones. And I want to tell you, Scorpio, with every card in my hands and every ounce of spirit guiding my voice right now, that story is ending. Not because the universe owes you, but because you have finally, quietly, without fanfare, decided you are done writing it, and the universe heard you, even if you only whispered it. Even if you whispered it at 3 in the morning, with tears on your pillow and no one to tell. It was heard, and the answer is walking toward you now. And I need you to understand something about this younger soul. I need you to understand that they are not coming to fix you. They are not coming to rescue you from your solitude. They are not arriving because you are incomplete without them. You are whole. You have always been whole. Your depth, your fire, your sacred Scorpio intensity, these are not wounds to be healed by another person's presence. They are gifts, and this person is not coming to save you. They are coming to stand beside you, to say, I see your wholeness, I see your completeness. And I want to add my light to yours, not because yours is insufficient, but because together it makes something neither of us could make alone. And that is a different kind of love than what you have known. A love that does not need you to be smaller. A love that does not ask you to perform healing before you are allowed to be held. A love that says, bring your mess, bring your history, bring your years, bring your glorious, complicated, unedited self. I want all of it. I am not intimidated by it. I am drawn to it. And your age, your beautiful, earned, hard-won age is part of what makes you who you are. And I would not subtract a single year because every one of those years made you the person standing in front of me right now. And that, Scorpio, is the revelation underneath the revelation. This is not just about a person. This is about permission. Permission to be loved in the body you are in the year you are in the chapter you are living right now. Permission to stop apologizing for taking up space. Permission to stop scanning every new connection for the moment they will realize you are too old, too intense, too deep, too much. Permission to receive without earning. Permission to be desired, not despite your years, but woven into them. Permission to believe that the best love of your life might not look like what you planned at 22 or 30, or wherever you decided the window closed. The window did not close. You closed it out of fear, out of exhaustion, out of 100 small rejections that calcified into a belief. And this younger soul is here to pry that window back open, not with force, with tenderness, with a message that says, I looked at the calendar and I looked at you, and I chose you, easily, without hesitation, without needing to check with the world first. Just you, just this, just now. So here is what I am going to ask you to do, and I want you to do it with me, right now. Wherever you are sitting, wherever you are lying down, wherever you are standing with your earbuds in and your eyes half closed, because you needed to hear this, and you needed to hear it tonight. I want you to close your eyes, just for a moment, close them. And I want you to place both hands over your heart. Not one, both, press them flat. Feel the warmth of your own palms against your chest. Feel the beat underneath, steady, faithful, unbroken. And I want you to take one breath inches slow, deep. The kind of breath that fills you all the way down to your belly. All the way down to the place where you store your grief and your longing and your unspoken prayers. Fill it up. And as you exhale, I want you to release one specific fear. You know which one. The one that has been sitting in your throat for weeks. The one that says, what if this is not for me? Exhale it. Let it leave your body. It does not belong to you anymore. You have carried it long enough. It has served its purpose. You can set it down. You are allowed to set it down. And now, with your hands still on your heart, I want you to repeat this after me, silently, in the privacy of your own mind where no one can judge you, where no one can tell you it is too much or too soon or too hopeful. Say it with me. I am allowed to be loved exactly as I am. My years do not diminish me. My depth does not disqualify me. I am not too old, too much too late. I am exactly in time, and what is coming toward me is not a test. It is not a trick. It is not another leaving. It is an arrival, and I will meet it with open hands. I will not flinch. I will not test. I will not make them prove they mean it before I let myself believe it. I will say yes. I will say yes to being seen. I will say yes to being wanted. I will say yes to the love that does not check my age before it reaches for me. I am Scorpio. I am fire. I am depth. I am worthy, and I am ready. Let that settle. Let it sink into the marrow of you. Let it rewrite the oldest, most stubborn sentence in your heart. The one that said, you will always be the one waiting. You will not anymore. The waiting is ending, the arrival is here, and you will know it when it comes. You will feel it in your chest before you see it on your screen. That flutter, that warmth, that sudden, terrifying, beautiful recognition that this is real, this is happening, and you do not have to earn it, you just have to receive it. And you will, God, you will, because you have earned this rest. You have earned this softness. You have earned the right to be someone's first thought in the morning and their last whisper at night, regardless of what year they were born. Regardless of what the world thinks a love like this should look like, this is your love, your timing, your story, and no one gets to edit it but you. And Scorpio, if this reading found you at the exact moment you needed it, if your chest is aching in that tender, cracking open way, if you feel seen in a way that almost hurts because you forgot what it felt like to be seen, I want you to do one thing for me. One small thing. Go to the comments right now and type one word, just one. The word that came to you while you were listening. Maybe it is yes. Maybe it is finally. Maybe it is ready. Maybe it is a name. Whatever it is, type it, claim it. Let it be your signature on this energy. Let the universe see you saying, I am here. I am listening. I am open. And if this channel, Trusted Tarot, has become a place where your soul can breathe, subscribe. Come back. Let this be your sanctuary. And if someone in your life needs to hear this tonight, someone who has been doubting, someone who has been waiting, someone who thinks their window closed, send this to them. Let the healing travel. Let the love multiply. Let no Scorpio walk through this season alone. You are not alone. You were never alone. And the one who is coming toward you knows that. They feel it. They are counting the hours. And soon, Scorpio, so soon you are going to hear from them. And when you do, remember this moment. Remember your hands on your heart. Remember the breath. Remember that you said yes. You already said yes. And now all that is left is to let them inch as I love you. I see you. And you are exactly in time. Trusted Tarot will be here when the next message comes. Subscribe so you do not miss it. Sleep well tonight, Scorpio. Sleep with your heart open. Something beautiful is on its way. And it does not care about your age. It only cares about your fire. And your fire, darling, has never burned brighter than it does right now.